Okay, so I'm making this little bit in the beginning just to say that I made this in the morning of the 6th of the 10th, 2020. I made it at about, I don't know what time, like 11 o'clock or something in the morning. So if new information had come out, I apologise. If stuff has changed, I apologise. It has taken me all day to get this video together and get it up. And with that, let's begin. Well, hello there. I know, it's a stream setup, but it's a video. It's a strange one. But yes. Oh, Donald. Apologies for the hair, by the way. I haven't very long come out of the shower, so that's why I have the hair. But I caught this. I saw this article. Now, we all know the President of the United States, Trump, he was released from hospital, went home. Obviously, when the podcast went out, that had not been information that we were able to get hold of. Now, I was just going to put this in the next podcast, but the next podcast isn't until 2 weeks. So I wanted to make a quick video on it here, and we'll read through the article on Metro. I'll leave the link down below so you guys can go and check that out. Yeah, so Trump clearly in distress as he gasps for air on White House balcony. Yeah, I could believe that. I'll watch the video. And actually, if you actually watch the video, I'll see if I can get it up by here.
2 hours later.
Where is it? There's. You see it? Did you see it? Look at that. Either that was a burp or he was suppressing a cough. And I am going to believe it was a cough. Bloody idiot. Right, anyway, sorry. I wanted you guys to see that bit before we read through the article. Donald Trump appeared to be gasping for air as he definitely stood outside the White House without a face mask. Absolutely. The president ripped off his face covering as he returned to his official residence in Washington, D.C. just 3 days after being hospitalized with coronavirus. 3 days. Most people are not even discharged or off oxygen from 3 days. Most people who end up going into hospital and stuff. So that's new. Yeah, he told reporters he felt very good and was not standing close to anyone without a face mask, but did so just a day after claiming he now gets coronavirus, which has killed over 210,000 Americans, and even more worldwide. We're nearly at 1 million, by the way. As he stood on the famous steps, people have suggested the president was breathing heavily and wincing in pain, possibly indicating that he's still suffering from the effects of the virus. Absolutely. I'm not going to show you the entire video. I only wanted to show you that part of him coughing. I also found out that if you watch one of the videos that he had, or the video he had that he filmed at the hospital, you actually see a cut in the video where he coughed.
And if you look at the therapeutics,
you see him go, and then it cuts to him talking again. It's obvious he is not in good health. Look at this man. I mean, I will say this much. I commend him for being like 3 days, like being in the hospital. He's left. He's like, nah, fam, I'm gonna look great. I'm gonna look strong for the people. This macho crap approach, which actually gets mentioned later in this article. Let's continue. The condition known as long COVID has left many coronavirus patients with breathlessness, chronic fatigue, and brain fog months after falling ill with the virus. Dr. Zoe Norris said Trump did not look well in the pictures and video from the White House. She told BBC Breakfast he is clearly in some distress with his breathing. This is not a man who is better. Trump is said to be fearful of looking weak in the crucial 3 weeks before the election on November 3rd, and tweeted earlier telling Americans, don't be afraid. His Democratic rival, Joe Biden, slammed the president's macho attitude that avoids wearing a mask, saying he was responsible for his own infection. Yep, I'm inclined to agree with Joe Biden there. Trump was the one going around saying that you don't have to wear a mask, it's not that scary, it'll be gone really soon. It's ironic, isn't it, Donald? It's ironic that things come back around to bite you in the arse. And I know if this video even got more than 5 views, I know that people would give me shit for this. Like, obviously, I would not wish anything horrible to happen to Trump. I obviously don't want him to pass away from it. Obviously, I want him to get better. But he needs to start taking this virus seriously now. He's suffering with it, and still he's trying to put this macho bullshit approach on it. He's trying to stand at the White House after being diagnosed, not 3 days before prior, mind you. It was a lot before that, but, that wasn't public knowledge until it actually became public knowledge that he was diagnosed with it sooner, and still met up with people. without a mask, still went to rallies, indoors and outdoors. This man was a super... It's not even a was. It is. He is a super spreader now. He is one. He is now spreading a virus which is killing people. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that a lot of people have been talking about this virus and going, oh, well, it's only 1% of people to get it that die. That is still too many. There's a reason that masks have been proven to help and be effective in slowing the spread. Not completely stopping it, but slowing it dramatically. That is why it's so important to wear masks. And this idiot wasn't wearing one. He hasn't been wearing one. He doesn't care. And still, to this day, he still insists. He ripped the mask off. He's still got COVID. There's people in that place that work for him, and he's not wearing the fucking mask. Jesus Christ, I can't believe this guy. Insane. Anybody who contracts the virus by essentially saying masks don't matter or socially distancing doesn't matter, I think is responsible for what happens to them, Biden said. Completely agree. He added, what is this macho thing? I'm not going to wear a mask. What's the deal here? Big deal. Does it hurt you? Be patriotic for God's sake. Take care of yourself, but take care of your neighbours. Despite the president's defiant return, it is still not known when he last had a negative coronavirus test, with 14 people at the White House, including his wife, the First Lady Melania Trump, so far testing positive. Trump left Walter Reed Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland on Monday night, exiting through the Naval Hospital's front doors before walking to an armored car. That's the thing that gets me. We still don't know when his last negative test was. Why are they not telling us? Why are they hiding it? It is so important that this virus doesn't get out of control again. Which it already is, by the way. I personally live in the UK. It's been a fucking shambles how the government has dealt with it. And don't get me wrong, I do think the economy needs to open back up and stuff. But the precautions that have been taken are way wrong. Way wrong. And, I won't get into that. We'll just focus on this. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video if this does okay. Trump did not answer a question about how many White House staff had been infected or if he was a super spreader who had given coronavirus to multiple other people as he left the prestigious facility. He gave a thumbs up and said thank you to the waiting supporters before the 10-minute flight on his Marina One helicopter back to the White House. The president will have 24/7 medical care at the White House and will isolate in the building's residence, which is separate to the West Wing and the Oval Office. Well, at least that's something in it. I just cannot understand what people are finding so difficult about understanding how this virus spreads. We have learned time and time again that it spreads through, particles, sneezing, coughing, talking even. That's why we have to wear masks. The problem with the president leaving medical-centered care and going back to the White House, regardless of if it's in a different wing or a separate area to everywhere else, people still have to come in and talk to him. People still have to come and arrange things with him. People he is still around are still at risk. He has already proven not to care by not wearing a mask and spreading the virus. I know nothing is confirmed. I know they have not confirmed that, yes, Donald Trump was the one who has spread the virus to those 14 other people. But come on, be realistic. This man has not cared or taken coronavirus seriously since the start. And people are questioning whether or not he spread it to those people. And probably 1,000 more. Of course, I wish Trump a speedy recovery. Do I feel sorry that he caught the virus? No. Because he's the idiot that didn't follow the own rules. Also, just to throw this in there, why are his medical staff lying about things? Like when he needed oxygen. Why are they lying about that stuff? I get that Trump wants to portray this macho hard man thing. It doesn't make you look tough. It doesn't make you look clever, and you are not sending out a good message to the thousands, millions, in fact, of people that are following you. You are the President of the United States. Get a grip and start acting like a President of the United States. Start taking shit seriously. This is unreal. I wish him a speedy recovery. And let's just hope he doesn't do another idiotic thing again.